Hello again, YouTube. Truth Man here. So I'm getting ready to rant, y'all. I ain't gonna even lie. It's probably gonna be some cuss words, but I know a lot of people they appreciate that I don't cuss, so I'm gonna try to spell them out or try to censor myself. But I gotta get this out, y'all. So I'm one of the apps that I make money on. I had this issue where I don't even know where the issue is coming from. Either it's coming from somebody trying to scam my account, or it's coming from somebody done lied on me or something. But no matter what it's coming from, I know it's coming from a peon. Whatever the cause is, there is a peon somewhere. That's what we talking about. The only way I'm gonna be a peon is for the Most High. I'll be a peon in the kingdom of God. But with these people, I refuse to be a peon. And a lot of us need to wake up. See, that's the problem. We've been peons. See, it's like, and I'm gonna go into all different avenues with this so I can get started, so I can get my money up, and so I can go to a higher plane than being a peon. A peon is too hard being a peon. I've been thinking like a peon. Like, okay, I'm facing divorce. And this is part of it too. I was thinking about, I had a dream. I ain't gonna talk about what I saw in my dream. But it started making me think, I've been a peon. So I'm gonna be all over the place. We finna go for a ride today, but I assure you we ain't lost, y'all. We not lost. It's early, I'm gonna be yelling. So get ready. Before I get to moving, I wanna look up the definition of
Peon.
Let me do it again.
Peon.
Peon. It says a Spanish American day laborer or unskilled farm worker. We're not talking about no nationalities, because peon is everywhere. But it says the definition I want you to emphasize on is number 2. A low-ranking worker, such as an attendant, orderly, or assistant. In other words, a peon is somebody that ain't got no power. A peon. You got people walking around, and look, this is why, you ever notice the way to get the money is to get the peons to bring it to you. Whether you're a pastor with a church full of peons, whether you're a YouTuber with a channel full of peons, whether you're a business owner with something the peons like. You yourself, all of y'all within the sound of my voice, should be trying not to be a peon. Like I told somebody, I ain't gonna say who I told, they was telling me about their boss. And I said, man, your boss is a peon. Don't let them get to you. See, like my last job, I needed to quit. But I should have recognized that all of them people was peons, man. And I'm not going to call the ones that I was cool with. They know who they are. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about them ones that made problems for me. First shift was cool. Third shift was cool. Second shift, there was a lot of people that was cool, but it was a couple of them. There was some peons. They was on dope. They was doing all kind of stuff, and they think I don't know it. I know it. That's why y'all was coming to work acting like that. That's why your co-workers come to work acting like that. They miserable. They lonely. They depressed. They peons. They freaking peons, man. And you let them ruin you at home, you off of work, and you thinking about that job. Man, F them people, man. They peons. You need to rise above them. Peons don't save nothing. Because peons is trying to be like somebody else instead of, it's all right to want the best of whatever that is. But when you trying to be like somebody else and you spending all of your money instead of raising to a different plane, trying to own everything, trying to have a fleet of cars, trying to have multiple homes, you got kids, you should have a house. I should have a house for every kid we got. Y'all giving y'all money away. And y'all got these YouTubers thinking they better than y'all. They treating y'all like peons. And it's all right to give to a person that you like what they provide. But you don't let them treat you like no peon. You give when you want to give, how you want to give, if you want to give. So, I was telling my sons on the way to work, taking them to work, I was telling them, like, you got to start businesses, even if it's not necessarily what you want to do. If it's going to make money and it's going to put you in a different position, because some people, you say, I don't want to work, I don't like working. Okay, well, get some millions of dollars and then just stop working. That's all. But if you not getting there, you walking on eggshells with a job. And I'm not talking against jobs, but jobs are for peons. And I'm gonna tell you like this. If you as comfortable with being a peon, this message ain't gonna be for you. I'm not telling you to make no rash decision. I'm telling you that in your mind, you got to know what you up against. You up against peons. So if you want to stay on that job, you should know that. And if you know this, then you know that they shouldn't be getting under your skin. It's like we live and learn every day. I'm like, you know how guys be facing divorce and they be like, okay, I can't do this, can't have this. No, this is how you do it. I'm gonna stop thinking like that. Because if she got a whole bunch of stuff that she wouldn't have if it wasn't for you, you shouldn't care. Because you not being a peon is supposed to elevate somebody else's status. Wife, ex-wife, kids, girlfriend. Them being around you and them being around me is supposed to upgrade their status. See, I'm going to tell you why I'm not richer than I am now. Because too many years of my life, I was letting peons get to me. I should have knew what I know right this moment about these people. Right this moment about these people. Then I wouldn't have wanted to fight them. Like at some jobs I quit because I know how this thing go. People would bait you in, and then when you beat them up or something or shoot them, they're going to sue you. I should have known all of this bull crap. I'm going to tell you, man, I'm doing a good job of not cussing yet because I'm fired up with this. You should get to the point, if you have a job that's not making you rich, but you making some money, you got to ask yourself, am I comfortable being a peon or no? If you're not comfortable, I'm not telling you to go out and make rash decisions. And y'all can't blame Dodash either. Like if you took her message the wrong way, because I heard it too. And I came back and I made a video about it. And I told y'all, the only way I was able to quit that job like that is because I have other options. I do. And sometimes when you get freed from slavery, you're going to go through a rough patch. Like when they got freed from slavery, a lot of them became rich, but a lot of them couldn't get past the peon stage. They all went through a rough patch. You can't be scared of the rough patch, but at the same time, you gotta, if it ain't time to make a move, some of y'all it's not time. Then you, in your mind, you make sure your mind is right first. You make sure you understand that you at a level that's not the level that you want to be at, but you're not going to let these people around you get to you because they peons. They sheeple. They peons. So, okay, I'm going to show you individually. If you relying on popping pills, smoking weed, doing dope, all this stuff, you a peon. Now, are you comfortable with being a peon? Because you are. That's why even like the drug dealer, the pastor, it's like they the king of the category. Like the drug dealer is the king of the drug category. The pastor is the king of preaching, the preaching category. The YouTuber is the king of the entertainment / preaching / education category. And so the king controls the peon. The only way you stop from the king from controlling you is you become the king. You got to become the king. That's why I said, if you notice what I said at the beginning of this video, what did I say? I said the only place I will be a peon is in the kingdom of heaven. That's the only place I'm accepted until I'm dead. But see, while you healthy, while you strong, while you safe, you supposed to be trying to upgrade your situation. All of y'all, all I hear people doing is talking about what they ain't gonna do. What they ain't gonna do. What they ain't gonna do. Whether you start a moving company, you should be doing something where people can pay you directly. That's a king transaction where you don't need to answer to nobody to get money in your hand. So you should all of y'all that see what I'm saying on this video, you gotta start doing something where you getting paid directly. Ain't no middleman. The money coming directly to you and you deciding what you gonna do with it. No job, no payroll, no human resources, no even with these apps that I'm on. No middleman, period. No middleman, period. No middleman, period. There was a lot of stuff that I was putting off because I know that I'm facing a divorce. I already, a while ago, I said, I'm not going to be mad at her. She made her choice. She did. But what I'm not going to do either is I'm not going to limit myself to limit her. Whatever she get because of me, I mean, you got to look at it like this. She get with somebody else, I want you to sell all of that. Yep. Just remember, peon, whoever you may be, whatever peon come in her life in the future, there's somehow, some way you're going to be dealing with stuff that I caused and created. So, yeah, we should continue to talk about dating and relationships and this red pill content and the matrix and getting out of the matrix and all of that. But our actions speak louder than my words, and your actions speak louder than your words. Actions always gonna speak louder than words. So yeah, I'm talking a good game right now, but I gotta walk a good game. I gotta step right into the things that I'm saying right now. You know, when that happened, I thought about it like I shouldn't need them. They froze my money. I'm like, okay, that's cool. That's fine. I said, you know what? I've been a peon. That the time I had the most money in my life was when I wasn't being a peon. When I was being a big shot. When I was calling shots. When I was making moves. I had a job, but like when I used to go to that job, my attitude was totally different because I knew I didn't need it. See, if you need your job, you being a peon. You ain't got yourself set up right. You choose to work that job, that should just be you choosing to work it. Like I remember this guy I know, we got in a little debate. And he already had money outside of the job. And we had been there. He had been there for like practically a year. And he had, I believe him because he showed. He said, I ain't cashed a check from this job yet. Meaning his checks was deposited. But he was basically saying he wasn't using none of the money. And the way he used to conduct himself at that job, he used to treat people like they was peons, and he was the king. See, we call each other kings, but how many of us is really being king? You still talking about you just trying to maintain. That's peon talk. That's the talk, that's the speech of peons. You living life, you should be doing more than just trying to maintain. When you hear these dudes say stuff like, level up and it's gonna be easier for you. That's the truth. That's not the whole truth, but that's or we can put in parentheses a large portion of it. Because women, they like kings. They all do. Like, when the prettiest woman in the kingdom is gonna wanna be the queen. And if she don't wanna be the queen, the king is gonna recognize her and probably gonna make her the queen. Y'all heard the story of Cinderella. Y'all heard the story of Cinderella. You just keep being you and you be the right kind of you. Y'all women. And you will become some Princess Cinderella. Some King Cinderella. So, your family been treating you like peons, but they peons too. So what they say and what they do shouldn't get to you like that, because as long as you know who the peons are and you making the effort not to be a peon, I'm telling you, it don't take you that long. Just start stacking that money. Y'all worried about some bill collector. The bill collectors be like, remember how Tony Montana was for Frank at first on Scarface? What did Tony Montana do? Now watch this. This is why I watch movies like this. Tony Montana was the peon. He came over here, and I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna go into, you say, well, he died. Okay, just keep listening. He was the peon. He came over here. Peons do things for other people, right? So when he was moving up in his peon status, what'd he do? When he was washing dishes, he said, do it yourself. I quit. Right? Threw the apron, hit dude in his face with it. So, like, let's look at the progression of Tony Montana. Let's look at where Tony Montana could have did better. Watch this. So Tony Montana was moving up in the world. His rough patch was what happened to him in that hotel. You know, you're going to take some losses. He lost his brother, so on and so forth. But Tony Montana didn't give up after that happened in the hotel. Tony Montana knew where he wanted to be, right? So Tony Montana was moving up. He got with Frank. But Frank looked at it like, just like some managers do on jobs, in churches. How many people in the church is ministers but don't ever get to preach? Just because some of y'all need to start your own church. So look. So when Tony Montana saw that Frank was keeping him back, he'd making deals to help Frank. But Frank, in his jealousy and wanting to keep him as a peon, tried to whack him off. So Tony Montana dealt with Frank, didn't he? And when he dealt with Frank, what happened? Push it to the limit. Money counters. Bank getting mad at him because he got so much money. Bringing in duffel bags full of money. At first they was happy. Then they got tired of him. The bank should be tired of you. The bank should be tired of me. So where Tony Montana messed up, though, is he went back to being a peon. He was letting his emotions get the best of him. He let his emotion get the best of him. He doing drugs. He being controlling over his sister instead of focusing on his business, and it cost him his life. Dude came from behind on him. If he would have been focused, the dude would have never been able to come from behind. Just like if you stay focused, them peons won't be able to come from behind on you. Now, the reason why all of these foreigners is able to come over here and get rich and pass us up financially, because we've been fucking peons. Excuse my language. I couldn't help it. I'm sorry. They come over here and they treat us like we immigrants, like we migrants. And you know why we can't do nothing about it? Because your money ain't long enough. If your money was long enough, then they wouldn't have no store to work and get paid under the table. Because you gonna have it all. Y'all just want to work these low-paying jobs. Then you walk around mad at each other, peons, driving too close, blowing at people, mad at people for turning. You getting mad at the microwave for taking too long. You walking around, you get a little piece of change, now you act like you better than everybody. Why let your upgrades cause you to compare yourself to others? Just upgrade. If that's what you believe in, that's what you believe in. That's why they're able to come over here and do this stuff, because the Americans are peons. You don't have no goals, no dream. All you want to do is get you some wetness. Oh, here it comes. That's recreation. That's recreation. Why you focus on that so much? Because you're a peon. Any dude that think he's something because of the women that like him, you a peon. A king know that all he could get any of the women. He could get the woman of his choice. You a peon, so you mess with other people's wife. Peon. She done divorced him, literally stop having sex with him, disrespecting him, and here you come, Mr. Peon, cleaning it up, making her feel better about her choices. Side dude, peon. Hype, drug addict, peon. gang member, peon. Why would you do something to somebody else because you in this group? Don't you know that everybody, look, man, especially us blacks, we shouldn't be harming each other at all. We should never have no fights, never have no disagreements or anything, because we at the bottom. We should be trying to elevate so we won't be peons. They wiping their feet off on us. Y'all down there fighting, on the ground fighting, and they stepping over you, getting everything. Oh, you in the way, excuse me. Peons. Violence is the work of peons. You should be trying to live a eloquent, like a, what, eloquent is not the word for it. Abundant, rich, snobby, snooty lifestyle. Y'all making some people feel real good about themselves. I go to work every day. You a peon though. You ain't, especially, and all these grandfathers, great grandfathers, fathers, all of y'all, you proud of having a job? What are you leaving your kids? If your kids is struggling, it's your fault. You can't blame them. Even though they made choices, they should have been messing up off of stuff you left. They should have had some other choices to make. Your daughters, your sons ain't got nowhere to stay. They got to live with people because of you. You've been a peon. No life insurance. No businesses to hand down. And these people treat you like peon. Like they do. I know they be looking at us like just laughing at us. Americans in general, not just blacks. Americans in general. How are they able to come over here and own all of this? And we was born here. We was born in the hospitals here because we've been peons. Been peons. I don't know about you, but I'm working on mines. If I ever have another boss, I'm slipping. I'm coming up short. I already know how that go. Oh, you voted for Trump. Don't like you. Target. Different standard. Pick. That's my fault. Ooh, $30 an hour. Oh. I should be making that every minute. I should be making that every second. I live in the United States of America. This is a corporation. You part of the corporation. People be, oh, you got $1? No, I'm not giving you no dollar, peon. If I feel like being nice to a peon, then I will. This is the United States. People is coming over here getting loaded with cash. We even got, this was crazy. We got casino. We got the lottery. You could even win money in the U.S. It's crazy. Money is everywhere, but people is peons. They living like rats and raccoons. Like, it's a rumor. It's a rumor. I don't know. We're just going to call it a rumor. Somebody called the radio station and said that we still own a house. Nobody is living there. But they said that they saw some raccoons looking out the window like people. And like, raccoons will live in your walls. They can't pay rent. So they'll make it where they access the unaccessible. Rats, raccoon, that's how people is. People be robbing people and stuff. Robbing people, stealing. That's like living like a raccoon. Dudes walking around here trying to act tough for no reason. Peon. You a peon. It's all right to be tough, but save it for when you need it. When you going around messing with people that ain't did nothing to you, you a effing peon. I don't care how you dress. I don't care how much money you got. You are a peon. The definition, sometimes with definition, you got to take off the biases. Anybody can be a peon. Like that little countries, I'm not trying to hear that. A peon is a peon. And it's all right if you don't make that much money, but you should get the most out of the money that you make. And keep moving up. If you ain't trying to move up, like dudes just want shoes, want tattoos, and want to get muscles for women, you a peon. What's wrong with trying to get those things for yourself? Because you want them. You trying to get them to impress other people. That's peon way of training of thought. You thinking like a peon. You thinking like a peon. The U.S. should be the king over the whole entire world. We got the resources, we got the money, we got everything. But they want to be like peons, worried about what somebody else is doing. Instead of building yourself up and building the people in your kingdom up. That's why I'll never vote for a Democratic president. And Trump is going to determine if I vote at all. If he do what I think he going to do, then I'll continue to vote for Republican president. But I'm never voting for no Democrat. And just like the dude that called me a foolish man because I said that God ain't in marriage, you are a peon. And stay out of my comments. You're a peon. That's peon talk. You couldn't understand what I was saying by me saying that people be getting over in marriage because why is this dude walking around in circles? Because they are capitalizing on a misinterpretation of relationships and what relationships supposed to be. They capitalizing on it. And they're gonna come in here and say, call me a foolish man. You a peon. You a peon. Stay out of my comments. I don't care what you got to say. You a peon. And I know you a peon. Stay out of my comment. Why you even on my channel? If you got a problem with me like that where you calling me a fool, why you even on my channel? Because you a peon. You ain't got nothing better to do. You don't know how to utilize your time. A peon to get one thing and think he the greatest. A peon to have one attribute and think he the greatest. Okay, your penis is big and women like you because of it. That's only one attribute. You still a peon. You trying to be like other people. You trying to dress like other people. You's a peon. You think that having girls, oh, I get hoes. What's that? Think of what you saying. Think about what you really saying. You get hoes. That's peon. Peon talk. I mean, what's that? That's like a John. A John mess with two girls a day. He pay 2 girls a day, and he say, I get hoes. Is that an accomplishment? Use a John, ninja. Is that accomplishment? Peon. This dude's acting like a weirdo. He just walking around in circles. I should put the camera on, but he probably know I'm doing a video. And he probably trying to crash my video. But I don't look up to no person. I respect aspects of a lot of people, but I don't look up to no person. I don't view any of y'all like that. I don't view other content creators like that, especially the selfish ones. The ones who always on here talking about who they don't F with. Ninja, I barely even watch your videos now. Like, this how I am. Once I see some negativity, if I don't see no positivity fast, I kind of drift away. That's just how I am. Like, I'm glad y'all making money from YouTube. I am. Y'all kinging. That's what I call it. I call it kinging. When you start getting successful, you kinging up. But the problem with some of y'all, I'm gonna show you how you still a peon though. If you can't give, like if you using somebody else's phrases and you not giving them credit, if you done heard somebody else say something and you say it and you not giving them credit, you still being a peon. You like Eddie Murphy on Trading Places. You getting up by default. You got a king up all the way. I got a king up all the way. Think about it, man. I'm about to get me some breakfast. Think about it, man. What in your life are you doing that you are in full control of? You supposed to get as many things like that as you can. Full control. Full control. But anyway, get away from dude. Fuck. I don't like how he just walking around like that. Yeah, he definitely acted like a peon. So, think about what I said, man. Y'all want me to talk about this some more? Just let me know. Don't let these people turn you into no peon, man. And if you are a peon, it's time for you to king up. Stop making excuses. Figure it out. Figure it out. I definitely done figured it out. I figured out what I need to do to get as much independence as I can get. Like, we running out of time. They getting bored. There's so many of us been peons. They don't have no competition, so now they just want to just control us, like, period. Like, they just want to control us. Think about what I've been telling you. Now, see you on the next video.